We are joined now by Vicente Fox. He served as Mexico's president from 2000 to 2006. President Fox, good morning. Nice to talk to you.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, United States.
You know, you are not only a former president of Mexico, but you are a history buff. You are a student of history. I wonder if you could compare where we are right now in U.S.-Mexico relations to any other difficult times you've seen.
Well, I think we're at the very lowest point since the war between Mexico and United States, or before the nationalization of the oil by President Cárdenas, where he took away from the oil companies that were abusing over Mexico. He took away the industry, nationalized it, and I think it was a very courageous, very strong thing to do, but welcomed by all Mexicans, just as today President Peña stand in front of this playing guy, Trump, has brought back a very strong Mexican spirit, and we're ready for the trade war. We're ready, of course, for not paying that wall.
Yes, because you have adamantly said Mexico will not pay for this wall. President Trump is adamantly insisting Mexico will, though how that is going to happen may be somewhat complicated. Is there any sort of diplomatic resolution at this point, President Fox?
No, none at all, because President Peña is very firm on the position, and now that Trump keeps playing around with everybody, keeps throwing smoke balls by proposing a 20% tax on Mexican imports. It's nonsense. He's playing around with American people. He's playing around with media, because if he can tax, who is going to be paying at the end for the wall is the same American people, the American consumers.
Do you think it will spark a wider trade war?
I don't think he will do it, because there is so much to lose for United States, starting with 10 million jobs, where Mexico is accountable for U.S. citizens by what we import every year into Mexico, $250 billion US. So the first big loss to United States is 10 million U.S. workers' jobs, which he has promised to protect, and he's doing exactly the opposite.
You've said that this debate has energized the Mexican people, but your current president is in a difficult spot. He's got historically low approval ratings, about 12%. The Mexican people want him to stand up to Donald Trump and protect their reputation, but if he draws a line in the sand, President Fox, doesn't he risk severe economic impact to his country?
President Peña, is already coming back to much higher popularity levels. I know that President Cárdenas, when he nationalized the oil industry and took it away from abusive U.S. oil corporations, he became the most popular president in Mexico. So this is a big opportunity for President Peña, personally, to recuperate his leadership in Mexico.
Right. President Fox, do you think that President Peña made the right move by canceling his visit here to the United States? Could there have been some middle ground, some more discussion, had he met face-to-face with President Trump?
Yeah, it was a very wise move, because at this stage, Trump keeps pretending to play around with U.S. citizens as well with Mexico. But now he found out that you don't play around with Mexico. As we say, we're chiquitos, pero picosos. We might not be too big, but we are smart and we are firm when we're speaking about sovereignty, when we're speaking about honesty, when we're talking about dignity. And this is what President Peña is defending. It doesn't matter what the amount of money is. It's a matter of sovereignty. It's an emotional, very emotional subject in Mexico. And I think President Trump is playing around with everybody, throwing these smoke balls, and it will not work for him. He has now faced his first defeat, and he cannot digest a defeat. His ego doesn't let him do that. So he keeps on aggressing, conflicting the situation worldwide.
Former Mexican President Vicente Fox. President Fox, I really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.